Diana Oughton came from a background of family wealth and power. The Oughtons have been community leaders in Dwight, Illinois for 100 years. The family runs the local bank. And it founded the Keeley Institute, said to be the first of its kind in this country for the treatment of drug and alcohol addicts. The football stadium is named for the Oughtons. As a freshman in high school, Diana was a straight A student, but she left to go east to school, where she became increasingly aware and concerned about the world in which she lived. Driven by this, she began to work with underprivileged children, teaching them to read. When he heard the news of his daughter's death in the Greenwich Village townhouse explosion, James Oughton, a local banker and former Republican member of the Illinois House, cut short a vacation in London with another daughter, Carol, and hurried home. There was a short, quiet time with his family, and then the father returned to speak with reporters.
Mr. Oughton, had you known that she was politically involved this way?
Oh, yes. We've discussed this often.
You talked with her often about
Yes,
it?
about this, and I've talked about this movement, and I've given my ideas, and she's given me her ideas. There's been a real interchange of ideas. And, of course, I've disagreed with her, and she's disagreed with me, but I haven't convinced her, and, of course, it's very obvious.
What was her reaction, sir?
To what?
To the movement, to her involvement. What did you say to her? What did she say?
Well, this one thing has gone on. I mean, this isn't anything that you could discuss in a minute or two. She had a feeling that there was that the world needed changing, and so do I.
Mr. Oughton, she had everything to live for, and she was bright, and she came from a good family. She had so much. What have you tried to think about what might have happened, what might have gone wrong?
No, I think she was completely carried away. I think it was almost an intellectual hysteria. It's very difficult for me to see what these young people are doing. I mean, I know what they say they're doing, but it's difficult for me to see this way of accomplishing these ends.
When you said that she wanted to change the world, what kind of a world did she want?
Well, this is something that was very difficult for her or her friends to articulate. This is an obvious question. When we tear this world apart, what kind of a world will we replace it with? And this is something they don't seem to be able to answer.
What emerges is a story that is becoming more and more familiar to parents. The story of a bright, wealthy, socially concerned young lady who started out trying to help people, but who became a violent revolutionary. In a sense, a daughter of society who wholly rejected that society. And in Miss Oughton's case, that rejection led to her violent death. Ike Pappas, CBS News, Dwight, Illinois.